And do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
5.
What?
Y'all, my first baby daddy don't even count.
What do you mean by that?
Dr. Elim, it's such a tragedy because you are so handsome.
I beg your pardon?
So I told my husband about it. My husband was like, I feel like he was testing her.
He ain't lying.
Good.
That's your job. That's your job.
It ain't my job.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
That's
No,
your
it's
job.
not.
Do your job, D.
You stocked up
Your
on
ass gonna get
breakfast.
fired.
How do you feel about kids?
I have a son.
Okay.
And do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
5.
Stop it. Get some help.
Got it. Got it. What's the ratio?
Oh, damn.
Like,
I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 11-month-old.
so fresh.
That means for the past 5 years, she's been doing nothing but getting her cheeks clapped and having children, and she's on a dating show trying to find a man. What is we talking about?
Y'all, my first baby daddy don't even count. I was just seeing if I could have kids for real. Like, yeah.
We know, just like you and most of the other women out there, and then you want the nice guy to take care of it. We get it.
All right, so you clearly see there's a lot going on here, right? It could be a little bit more organized, right? It could be. We could do a little bit of work here. But if you were to meet somebody and this is your first time going to their house, right? And you see this, what is your next move? Would you stay? Would you help clean up? Would you leave? What would you do? I want to know. Comment down below.
Me personally, I'm out. And the reason why I'm out is because you have to have some type of respect for yourself, because I have respect for myself. That bed looked like they just been smashing and dashing. If you don't care about your surroundings, then you're not going to care that much about me. That looks like depression. I'm out.
1.
All right. And Jador, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Dr. Elim, it's such a tragedy because you are so handsome. I feel like you are extremely arrogant, and I feel like you're probably gonna have a hard time because you seem like the type, like a know-it-all type of guy. And sometimes you have to be careful with that because even when you know it all, you don't know everything. You know, so being humble sometimes can be your best friend, even if you do know it all, even if you're very smart, very wise, you know, but just having a humble attitude, you know what I mean? You would probably go a lot further. And I say that with all the respect in the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's your dentist?
Who is my dentist? Not you, sweetheart. And I'm just going to leave it right there.
Oh, I know. I'm not your dentist.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's
go to our next person here.
Women cannot stand when a man stands up for himself. They always say you're arrogant. They always say you're full of it. No, he's just not putting up with your BS. And I like his response. Kind of sarcastic, but he got his point across.
Shit, you know what? Some eggs, bacon, and sausage and stuff in here, right?
Yeah, what would you come in here asking me that for? Yes, I know.
Because I purposely stocked it up yesterday because I wanted breakfast in bed.
But what did you stocking the stuff yesterday got to do with some breakfast?
Because yesterday was Friday, today's Saturday, and I was hoping for breakfast in bed today.
Yeah, I don't think you did nothing to deserve breakfast in
Alright,
bed.
D.
Not last night. But anyway, what was the point of you coming here asking that? You asked and saying something about some
What
breakfast.
breakfast at?
What you mean? You said you better find something in there to eat. Put you two or three waffles
Well, what you
in
eat
there,
this
put
morning?
some
What you
butter.
eat?
I didn't eat none yet.
Alright then, you need to get to starting. Huh.
I'm not starting on breakfast. Why you won't start?
Make yourself useful.
So since you stocked up on breakfast, why you won't just cook? Why
That's
you
your
won't make
job. That's your
It
job.
ain't my job. No, it's not.
That's
No,
your
it's not.
job. Do your job, D.
You stocked up
Your
on
ass gonna get
breakfast.
fired. You gonna fuck around and get fired.
Well, what you trying to say?
He's trying to say he's going to get another woman if you do not do your job. That's exactly what he's saying. And for any man out there, if you're paying all the bills, stocking up the refrigerator, and your woman really ain't working like that, and you're the head provider, yes, she should be giving you breakfast. A woman has to understand, you have to make sure that man is nurtured, feels good, so he can get up and continue to make the money. The moment you become a distraction to the money, he gotta get rid of you, especially when he's the main provider.
Tell you about this time I went on a date with this guy from Atlanta. Like, what? So this guy had been in my DM for like 3 weeks talking to himself. So I'm like, one day I was bored, I was hungry, so I decided to give him some play. So I hit him up, was like, hey, what you doing? He was like, oh my gosh, God must be shining his light on me today because I've been praying for you to respond to me. Here you are. I would love to take you out on a date. I'm like, boy, save that motherfucker's head talk for somebody else that cares. I'm just trying to eat. We get there, y'all. Why he greeting me with this big ass bouquet of roses? Like, boy, who the hell is that? Chivalry is dead. I don't want that. I don't even like you like that for real. I'm just here to eat. And then he's so corny, y'all. Why he opening the door for me, talking about, here you go, beautiful. Boy, you ain't doing nothing I can't do for myself. Like, I can open the door. Boy, excuse me.
And women are wondering why men are walking away from dating. Look at how you're taking advantage of a guy that thought he was liking you and you went on a date just to clown him. Men don't want to go through this anymore. Make it make sense, ladies.
Niggas be like, Laura, you be playing. I don't be playing. It just, I need to see the whole crew. Yeah. This summer, to y'all ladies, make sure y'all see the whole crew. You be thinking you fucking with Big Meech whole time. You fucking with Pookie off New Jack City. Yeah. You been with the nigga they sent to the soul. Slow y'all down this summer, man, because then y'all get pregnant by these niggas and everything. He ain't even the nigga that you thought he was. I got to make sure you really living how you living and posting how you living and living what you posting. Period.
This is exactly how a woman would break up a crew of dudes. They're always practicing hypergamy. Like she said, look at the whole crew. So if you start to seduce one man, but you see a better man that he's connected to, you're just going to jump ship and go over to his best friend. And a lot of guys fall for this trick every time.
So this woman, she's gifted a gift from her boyfriend. She opens it up and it turns out to be a huge, massive check. Like one of those big cardboard checks you get when you win a sweepstakes or a competition or something like that. It's for $10,000 and it's in her name. It's from her boyfriend. And she's like, what is this? He's like, it's for you. And she's like, but what is this? And he says, you know how we've been splitting the rent for the last year? I've saved every single one of your payments to give back to you. So this is the money. This is your money. Well, it's from me, but it's your money. She starts snotting, crying, hugging him and all of that. The comment section are filled with people saying, so you gave her money. So it's her money. And some people are like, no, it was his money that he gave back to her. He could have pocketed the money. He could have kept the money, but he gave it to her. Now, this is what I think. The whole time she probably thought she was with a 50-50 dude. Turns out she was with a provider for the last year. And yesterday she was $10,000 poorer than she is today. So it's still a good thing. Is it her money or is it his money? I'm still a little bit torn. She gave it to him, but it was hers. Did he need it? Did he not need it? I don't know. So I told my husband about it. My husband was like, I feel like he was testing her. He probably was a 50-50 dude that wanted to make sure that she wasn't with him for the money and wasn't with him to see what he could provide for her. He was testing her for the last year. And because she passed, he gave her $10,000. And I'm like, you know what, bruh? That's not bad. I like that. But what do y'all think?
He was absolutely testing her. This is what a real man is going to do. A man that has value and knows his value, he's going to see if that woman is really with him or not. And she did pass. So he's like, here's the money because I don't really need the money and I prefer to take care of my woman. Now that's going to help him make better decisions in the future because he has a woman that he trusts. Big shout outs to that dude. And that's exactly how every man should handle the situation. Test every woman that you come across before you start putting your emotion and investments into her.
I got a question, TikTok. Since y'all so smart, y'all know everything. How come every time I look like this, I'm never single? Every time I look like this, because I went through stages of my life where I gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, lost weight. But every time I look like this, baby, she always got a man. Still had a man. Yep. Still had a man. Fully committed. Ooh, I don't like this one. We gonna fast forward. But as soon as I lose all my weight, she's single. So, how that work? Y'all explain that to me. How I pull them looking like this, but then I'm single just in time for summer, looking like this.
Because it's the change of your mindset. See, when you were a thicker girl, you were a little bit more humble. So you brought a lot more peace, which is what a man is looking for. It seems like your confidence may have went up when you lost the weight and you may have become a little bit arrogant, which now most girls that are trying to look perfect are typically arrogant. So all the girls before you that are good looking that act arrogant, you kind of threw yourself in their category. And this is what it's like. The pretty girls really don't get approached because a man naturally is looking for peace.
A woman will test you to see if you gonna fold. She gonna push you to the limit. She might talk some shit to you. She might press your buttons because she want to see how you gonna respond. She want to see what you gonna let her get away with. So you got to be able to stand firm on whatever it is that you say you gonna stand firm and let her know I'm not the one to be played with. You ain't for sale.
And he's right, which is exactly what the guy in the next clip should be doing.
Have I ever heard it you? No, because you ain't got a big enough dick. Your dick
Hell
ain't
no.
big enough to hurt me, nigga. I've been telling you that for years. Is this your first time hearing that? Is this your first time hearing that? Niggas that got women hurt, dick is big.
You gonna really do me like this?
We're done here.
You gonna really do me like this? Long as I've been with you in bed.
Carrie,
long
we're
all
done
I
here.
did,
Cry in the car. Cry in the car.
You gonna really
be
do
a
this
man. Get up off your pussy. Get up off your pussy. And you got to go, dog. Period. Well, this is over with. What man will want to sit around? What man? This over with, dog. This over.
She's right. That relationship is over. When women start disrespecting you, they're trying to get you to stand up for yourself or get up out of their way. A lot of guys, you get trapped in this situation because narcissist women, typically when they're at their lowest, they find a weaker man to give them back the confidence. But as that man starts to grow attached to the woman, her confidence starts to detach away from him because now she starts to seek more masculinity with her confidence. That's where she starts talking down to the man. When your woman starts talking to you like this, she's right. It's over.
Stop getting in that girl DM talk about you pretty. I'm pretty sure she know. Where's the bag?
One thing about it, guys, you have to appreciate the woman that's asking for the bag up front because she's already letting you know how toxic she is. It's the biggest red flag that you can get from a woman. The worst flag that you can get from a woman is a yellow flag. That's where she starts to date you. She starts to like your compliments. She starts to tell you you're doing good. And then one day she sweeps the rug up underneath you because she was only using you to kill time till she came across the guy that she likes. When you come across these type of women, they seem so bad because they're going right to the bag, but they're also letting you know, leave me alone, and they're saving you the heartbreak.
I'm going to put it out there. Mother's Day sucks. It is the most performative holiday because not ever does the mom get celebrated in a way that she enjoys. Do I want overcooked eggs in my bed while my kids scream in the kitchen, trying not to wake me up? No. Do I want to go see my mother-in-law and make it all about her? Fuck no. Because then I have to get my kids presentable and get them out of the fucking house. Are homemade cards cute? Sure. You know what else is cute? Fucking hotel rooms alone. For Mother's Day, I really just want to get together with my other mom friends and like do a girls' day where we get to do whatever the fuck we want, which will probably involve mimosas, and get a hotel room and have a slumber party.
Well, you have Christmas, you still have your birthday, and whatever other holiday you want to make up that's strictly designed for women. Why don't you tell your man that? But most women spend more time telling people what they want for Mother's Day and why they should be praised on Mother's Day. Trust me, if you come out and you tell your husband this, he would be happy.
Look, I'm a daddy's girl. I've been a daddy's girl my entire life. I have seen my dad bust his ass to make sure ends meet. I have seen my dad deal with a whole bunch of different types of women. And I've seen him literally sacrifice it all just for his family and still not get appreciated. So, you know, women aren't the only ones that need their flowers. Men out here, like the real men out here, deserve their flowers for sure. Because, like I said, I've seen my dad go through it all and still get shit on. I think a lot of women put expectations on men and they want men to be a certain way and they expect men to
be their happiness, not realizing that we're supposed to come healed and happy already. It's not a man's job to make us happy. We're supposed to already be happy. They just add to it.
The quicker you realize that you're never in competition with another man, you're always in competition with her past, the better luck you're going to have in relationships. Men start off by trying to nurture the women that they are attracted to until those women starts to teach you a life lesson. And then men start to gravitate towards the woman who's going to pretty much be for him. Normally, men don't find the women they want until they're in their 30s. A man could go his whole life being unappreciative, just being with the wrong woman that doesn't see the good deeds in him and is using him to gain confidence.
I just got off the phone with this lady telling me, I just need to lose a little bit of this baby fat. I said, how old is your baby? He 30. Hey, ma'am, that is not no goddamn baby fat. That is your fat. Don't be blaming that on your goddamn son that he 30 years old. Just because you send a couple of cash apps don't mean that that's still his baby fat. That is your goddamn fat. Anything over 10 pounds is your shit, man. And I'm here to get your shit together. Hey, no big back activities, but guess what? I got a surprise for all my big back moms out there.
Here's one reason why men don't want to open up to women anymore. It's because when they try to air out their grievances with us, we can't hear what they're trying to say. Because we're so busy trying to justify what actually happened or prove that we were right in that moment and that he's wrong, that we can't hear what he's trying to say. Now, here's the thing. I'm not trying to be judgmental because I know from experience as well. But what I've also come to realize is that the only thing that matters in that moment is validating his experience, validating his feelings, his opinions, his thoughts, his requests, if he has them. It's not trying to prove a point. It's not trying to throw things back in his face. It's not trying to throw a temper tantrum. It's none of that. It's just hearing what he is actually saying without throwing a fit.
And women have a hard time doing so because they want to be the problem solver. They want to be the know-it-all. So when a man starts talking to a woman, a man may have it already figured out what he's supposed to do, but women don't want to listen. When you talk to them, they want to try to answer your problems before they come out of your mouth and start giving suggestions, which makes it hard for a man to communicate to a woman about what's really going on. I always tell guys, still sharpen still. When you start to get focused on life, you're going to realize a lot of women are just living in la-la land, and going to your woman for your problems will actually keep you in a state of depression. You need to find you some true dudes that's next to you and allow that still to sharpen still, where you can go to your boy and say, yo, women acting like this, she acting like that, what I should do. And you got to have the right crew of dudes that's going to lead you down the right way. That's just food for thought. You do the dishes.